something very similar to what Caroline had, but mine actually has been regarded as from an ancient Canadian dialect. And it is sort of, it's a poem form, but really it's just sort of a standard back and forth, kind of like what they would do for text message, a wife asking her husband what she should pick up at the grocery store. Basically is what it comes down to, and they made a poem out of it. It happened. So, es gest nach Arens is called sis nas, gesen in Stub, geckert auf der Gas. It says, once upon a time there was a beautiful woman who was going off to the grocery store. Being such a kind woman, she knew that her husband was always hungry and never fends for himself and never plans ahead whenever he goes shopping. The translation is that they packed a lot into a lot of smaller words. It's really much more efficient language than we use now. Ayois Zalbstedt Gesten mit Soren, which means she was saying she needed to send a message to her husband, so she wrote it out on a note, send it through a pigeon, and it flew all the way across the land to her husband, who then got the message, and as he opened it, in the original language, gesagt, Halave wollt uns est geschen, which he meant, you fat pig, I'm going to the store, tell me what you want to stuff your face with. And then we have Metor nicht arois, six fillen in ball, which means he was very hungry, and he was happy to see this, and he knew that his lovely wife called him fat pig. It's sort of a pet name that they gave each other. Geshen in Stub, vitat gornisht behal, which means Geshen, as of course we all know, is my sweet dove in the ancient Canadian dialect. My sweet dove in flight, I respond to you, and nahahaha, that's exactly how it is. We don't translate that one. It just sort of comes across. And this is what I said to her in the original language, Azoi zigessen stam. As we all know. And when we translate, this is what I want. Bacon. He was able to convey that back in the messages to the pigeons. And then it ends with, Siehst uns nicht zum Herzen, es hat nicht Kontam. And it says how the lovely wife bought all the bacon she could, and then cooked it all and ate it without sharing any of it. It's kind of an interesting thing. And as we all know, that started the ancient Ontarian War of 1784. So.